Limitless by Jim Kwik. Introduction. Unlocking your inner superhero. Ever felt like there's a smarter, more focused, more capable version of you trapped inside just waiting for the key? What if the limits you perceive aren't real walls, but just lines drawn in the sand by yourself or others? Interesting, isn't it? Welcome to an exploration of Limitless. Upgrade your brain, learn anything faster, and unlock your exceptional life by Jim Kwik. In this audiobook summary, we'll journey together through the core ideas of this transformative book. We're going to uncover how to break free from those supposed limitations, reprogram your mindset, ignite unstoppable motivation, and master the methods to learn anything with speed and precision. Imagine finally being able to read faster, remember more, focus like a laser, and tap into a wellspring of energy you never knew you had. That's the promise we're diving into. Now you might be wondering, who is Jim Kwik? And why should we listen to him? Well, Jim's story is nothing short of a movie plot itself. As a child, he suffered a traumatic brain injury that left him with significant learning challenges. Teachers even called him the boy with the broken brain. For years, he struggled, feeling like he was falling further and further behind. But here's the crucial part. Jim didn't let his circumstances define his destiny. He embarked on a quest to understand his own brain and learn how to learn. This personal battle led him to develop incredible strategies, not just to overcome his difficulties, but to unlock extraordinary mental performance. For over 2 decades, Jim Kwik has become a world-renowned brain coach, working with students, seniors, entrepreneurs, and educators. His client list reads like a who's who of Hollywood sports and business, from Google and Virgin to Nike and SpaceX, even institutions like Harvard and the United Nations. He's dedicated his life to helping others unleash their brainpower. Limitless isn't just a collection of theories, it's a distillation of decades of experience and proven techniques that have helped millions. The book itself is a bestseller, resonating deeply with anyone who has ever felt held back and yearned for more. So, are you ready to discover how to become limitless? Let's begin. The modern brain's arch nemesis. Before we can upgrade our brains, we need to understand what we're up against. Jim Kwik identifies 4 modern-day supervillains that are constantly attacking our focus and learning abilities. Sound familiar? First, there's digital deluge. We're drowning in information. Every day we consume as much data as someone in the 1400s might have in an entire lifetime. This flood leads to overwhelm, anxiety, and mental fatigue. Then comes digital distraction. Those pings, notifications, the constant urge to check our phones, it's like digital dopamine, fragmenting our attention and making deep work or connection incredibly challenging. The third villain is digital dementia. Memory, Jim says, is a muscle, but we've outsourced our memory to our devices. We no longer need to remember phone numbers or directions, and this underuse can lead to a decline in our cognitive abilities. And finally, digital deduction. With answers just a click away, we're letting technology do much of our critical thinking and reasoning. Our ability to analyze, problem solve, and draw our own conclusions can atrophy if we're not careful. These 4 horsemen, as Kwik calls them, are robbing us of our productivity, peace of mind, and our very potential. But here's the good news. You were born with the ultimate technology, your brain. Your astonishing, adaptable brain. Your brain is the most complicated object in the known universe, with around 86 billion neurons. It generates up to 70,000 thoughts a day. And here's the most exciting part. It's not fixed. Thanks to something called neuroplasticity, your brain can change, adapt, and create new neural pathways throughout your life. Every time you learn something new, you're literally rewiring your brain. The famous London taxicab study showed that cab drivers who memorized the complex map of London actually grew larger hippocampi, the memory center of the brain. This means you're not stuck with the brain you have. You can actively shape it. And it's not just the brain in your head. Scientists now talk about a second brain in your gut, the enteric nervous system, which has over 100 million nerve cells and directly communicates with your main brain. This brain-gut axis deeply influences your mood, health, and even how you think. So what you eat truly matters for your gray matter. The problem isn't our brain's capacity. It's that we were never truly taught how to use it. School teaches us what to learn, but rarely how to learn. Ready to change that? The Limitless model. Mindset, motivation, methods. Jim Kwik's core philosophy revolves around the 3 M's, 3 essential keys to unlocking your potential. If you're feeling stuck in any area of your life, it's likely due to a limitation in one of these 3. Mindset. The what? This refers to your deeply held beliefs, attitudes, and assumptions about yourself and the world. What do you believe is possible for you? Motivation. The why. This is your purpose for taking action, the energy that drives your behavior. Why do you want to achieve something? Methods. The how. These are the specific processes and strategies you use to accomplish something, especially learning. How do you go about learning? When these 3 intersect, you enter a limitless state. Let's break them down. Unleashing a limitless mindset. Your mindset is the soil in which everything else grows. If you believe you're limited, you will be. Jim uses the powerful metaphor of an elephant tied to a small stake. As a baby, it can't break free, so it learns helplessness. Even when it grows strong enough, it remains tethered by that old belief. How many of us are like that elephant? Kwik calls these limiting beliefs lies, limited ideas entertained, or BS, belief systems. To change them, you must first identify them. Here are a few of the 7 lies of learning that often hold us back. Lie number 1. Intelligence is fixed. This is the idea that you're either born smart or you're not. But as Carol Dweck's research on growth mindset shows, abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. It's not about how smart you are, but how you are smart. Lie number 2. We only use 10% of our brains. This is a persistent myth. Neurologists confirm we use 100% of our brain. The key isn't accessing more of your brain, but using your whole brain better. Lie number 3. Mistakes are failures. Mistakes are proof you're trying. Einstein himself made many mistakes. The only real failure is the failure to learn from them. They are stepping stones. Lie number 4. Knowledge is power. Knowledge alone isn't power, it's potential power. True power comes from applying that knowledge. Knowledge X. Action equals power. Lie number 7. Genius is born. Kwik argues, like author Daniel Coyle in The Talent Code, that greatness isn't born, it's grown through deep practice, ignition, motivation, and master coaching. Think of Bruce Lee. His genius was forged through relentless effort and adaptation. To overcome these lies, Kwik suggests, name your limiting beliefs, get to the facts. Are they really true? And create a new, empowering belief. What limiting belief are you ready to challenge today? Igniting limitless motivation. Motivation isn't something you have, it's something you do. It's a process, a strategy. And Jim Kwik has a formula for it. Motivation equal purpose, S, energy, X, S3, small simple steps. Purpose, your why. As Simon Sinek says, start with why. Your reasons reap rewards. Knowing your purpose, understanding why you want to learn or achieve something, provides immense drive. Connect your goals to your core values and your identity, who you want to become. Ask yourself, what are your passions? What impact do you want to make? Who is counting on you? The clearer your why, the easier the how. Energy, your fuel. You can have all the purpose in the world, but without energy, you'll go nowhere. Kwik offers 10 recommendations for limitless brain energy. Here are a few crucial ones. A good brain diet. Your brain is like a high-performance vehicle. It needs premium fuel. Top brain foods include avocados, healthy blood flow, blueberries, antioxidants, memory, broccoli, vitamin K, dark chocolate, focus, flavonoids, eggs, choline for memory, green leafy vegetables, vitamin E, folate, and walnuts, antioxidants, mood. And don't forget water. Your brain is about 80% water. Kill ants, automatic negative thoughts. That inner critic telling you you're not good enough? Challenge it. Replace negative self-talk with empowering affirmations. Exercise. As your body moves, your brain grooves. Regular aerobic exercise can boost the size of the hippocampus, crucial for memory and learning. Positive peer group. Who you spend time with is who you become. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. New learning. Continuously challenging your brain with new skills keeps it plastic and supple. Stress management. Chronic stress can rewire your brain for survival mode, impairing higher-order thinking. Find healthy ways to cope. Sleep. This is non-negotiable for brain health. Sleep is like a laundry cycle for the brain, clearing out toxins and consolidating memories. Most adults need 7 to 9 hours. How could you improve your sleep hygiene tonight? S3. Small simple steps and habits. Overwhelm is a major motivation killer. The solution? Break big goals into tiny, manageable steps. Dr. B.J. Fogg, author of Tiny Habits, emphasizes that taking baby steps is one of the most effective ways to change behavior. These small steps, repeated consistently, become habits, and about 40 to 50% of our daily actions are habits. To create a new habit, Kwik suggests the WIN model. Want. You must truly want the change. Innate. Align the habit with your natural abilities. Now. Create a prompt to do it now. A powerful way to build positive habits is through a morning routine. Jim Kwik's routine includes reflecting on dreams, hydrating, making his bed, a first win, a quick workout, a cold shower, meditation, and reading. Even a simple 3-step routine can set your day up for success. What's one small habit you could start tomorrow? Flow, the peak state. Ever been so absorbed in an activity that time disappears and you feel effortlessly brilliant? That's flow. Psychologist Mihai Csikszentmihalyi describes it as the optimal experience. Studies suggest flow can make you up to 5 times more productive. To find flow, eliminate distractions. Flow demands undivided attention. Give yourself enough time, at least 90 minutes. Do something you love. Passion fuels flow. Have clear goals. Know what you're trying to achieve. Challenge yourself a little. The task should be slightly outside your comfort zone, not too easy, boring, and not too hard, frustrating. Beware the enemies of flow: multitasking, stress, fear of failure, and lack of conviction. Mastering limitless methods. Now for the how. The specific techniques to learn faster and smarter. This is meta-learning, learning how to learn. Focus, your superpower magnifier. Concentration is like a muscle. It strengthens with practice. Dandapani, a Hindu priest and entrepreneur, suggests thinking of awareness as a ball of light. Concentration is keeping that light on one spot. Practice doing one thing at a time. Multitasking is a myth for true productivity. Declutter your environment. Physical clutter competes for your attention. Calm your busy mind. Breathe. Try the 4-7-8 method. Tackle a stress-inducing task you've been avoiding, or schedule specific distraction or worry time. Ready to try one focused task right after this? Study. Effective learning strategies. Most of us were never taught how to study effectively. Cramming, for instance, is largely ineffective and leads to forgetting. Better study habits include active recall. After reviewing material, close the book and recall what you remember. This is far more effective than passive rereading. Spaced repetition. Review material at increasing intervals over time. This hacks your brain's memory system. Manage your state. Your posture and emotional state dramatically impact learning. Sit alert, be curious. Use your sense of smell. Scents like rosemary, memory, and peppermint and concentration can create powerful memory associations. Music for the mind. Baroque music, 50 to 80 beats per minute, can create an atmosphere of focus. Listen with your whole brain. Hear. Halt distractions. Empathize with the speaker. Anticipate learning with enthusiasm. Review and reflect on what was said. Effective note-taking. Tip. Think. What do you want to retain? Identify. What's most important? Prioritize. Organize your notes afterward. Kwik also suggests a capture and create method. Left side of paper for capturing notes, right side for your thoughts and how you'll use the info. And handwriting notes tends to lead to better processing than typing. Memory. Your mental filing cabinet. There's no such thing as a good or bad memory, only a trained or untrained one. Remember. Mom. Motivation. You remember what you're motivated to remember. Give yourself strong reasons. Observation. Much of forgetting is simply not paying attention. Be present. Methods. Use proven techniques. One powerful method is association. To learn new info, link it to something you already know. Add visualization, your mind thinks in pictures, and emotion. Information plus emotion is Suo's long-term memory. For remembering lists, create a vivid, exaggerated story linking the items. For speeches, use the Loci method, memory palace. Associate talking points with familiar locations along a mental path. For names, use Be Suave. Believe, exercise, say it, use it, ask, visualize, end with it. Which memory technique will you try first? Speed reading. Absorb information faster. Leaders are readers. Reading improves focus, memory, vocabulary, and imagination. The average reading speed is 150-250 words per minute. But subvocalization, the voice in your head when you read, limits your speed to your talking speed, not your thinking speed. To read faster, use a visual pacer. Guide your eyes with your finger or a pen. This reduces regression, rereading words, and improves focus. Studies show it can increase speed by 25-100%. Train like exercise. Push yourself to read slightly faster than comfortable to expand your capacity. Expand peripheral vision. Practice taking in chunks of words rather than one word at a time. Reduce subvocalization. Consciously try to see the words as images rather than saying them internally. Counting out loud while reading, 1, 2, 3, can help quiet that inner voice. Thinking, diverse mental models. We can't solve problems with the same thinking that created them. 6 thinking hats. Edward de Bono. A method to look at problems from different perspectives. White, facts. Yellow, positives. Black, negatives, cautions. Red, emotions or intuition. Green, creativity. Blue, process management. Multiple intelligences. Howard Gardner. We all have different strengths: spatial, bodily, kinesthetic, musical, linguistic, logical, mathematical, interpersonal, intrapersonal, naturalistic. Understanding your dominant intelligences and leveraging others enhances problem solving. Learning styles, VIAC. Are you primarily visual, auditory, or kinesthetic? Knowing this helps you tailor your learning approach. Mental models, shortcuts for thinking. Examples: 40-70. Rule, Colin Powell. Make decisions when you have 40-70% of the information. Less is guessing, more is stalling. Create a not-to-do list. Identify what not to focus on to free up mental energy for what truly matters. Study your errors. Turn mistakes into learning opportunities by analyzing what happened, why, and how to improve. Exponential thinking, Naveen Jain. Instead of making something 10% better, aim to make it 10x different by tackling the root cause of a problem. Ask, what if, to imagine entirely new solutions. How can you apply one of these thinking models to a current challenge? Your limitless journey. The adventure continues. So, we've journeyed through the realms of mindset, motivation, and methods. You now have a powerful toolkit to upgrade your brain and unlock your exceptional life. What have we learned? We've learned that the idea of fixed intelligence is a myth. Your brain is incredibly plastic and capable of growth throughout your life. We've uncovered the modern-day villains, digital deluge, distraction, dementia, and deduction, that try to steal our focus and potential. We've explored the limitless model, a limitless mindset where you challenge limiting beliefs, those lies and BS, and embrace a growth perspective. Limitless motivation, fueled by a clear purpose, your why. Sustainable energy, through diet, sleep, exercise, and small simple steps that build powerful habits, all amplified by the peak state of flow. Limitless methods, the practical strategies for accelerated learning, sharpening your focus, optimizing your study techniques, enhancing your memory. Mom still with you? Boosting your speed reading and expanding your thinking with diverse mental models. But remember, knowledge is only potential power. Action is what transforms it into real power. This isn't just about being a superhero who has discovered their powers. It's about returning to your world and using those powers to serve, to uplift, to make a difference. As Professor Norman told Lucy in the movie, the purpose of life is to pass on what was learned. And now, for a few questions to see if you've truly absorbed the essence of our journey. What's one limiting idea, entertained lie, about learning that you're ready to banish forever? Can you recall the three components of the motivation formula? Which one will you focus on strengthening first? What does MOM stand for in memory, and how will you apply it today? Which of the limitless methods, focus, study, memory, speed reading, or thinking, are you most excited to implement? And what's the very first small, simple step you'll take? How has your understanding of your brain's potential shifted, and what does being limitless now mean to you? This audiobook summary is a launchpad. The real adventure begins now as you apply these principles. Don't try to do everything at once. Pick one or two strategies that resonated most deeply and start there. Build momentum. Your journey to becoming limitless doesn't end here. It's an ongoing exploration. Continue to learn, to earn the benefits of that learning, and to return that wisdom to the world. Be curious, be courageous, be kind to your mind. Thank you for joining this exploration of Limitless. Now go out and unlock your exceptional life.